This track has one bass note that is resonating with my chair, so for the entire time my ass is shaking. Just one small little tip: never ever play a drinking game with your girlfriend. Believe me, there is no way you will ever win. If you lose, you drink. If she loses, she just doesn't drink, and at the end it's just you drinking. By the way, it's a nice and sunny Sunday. I'm here in the studio. I mean, what else should I do? There's just nothing really better than just being here and working on new music. But first of all, I thought to do another edition of track submits. This time not a worst track submit or anything like that, but it's still a special track submit. This time I will play you the top 5 of the Dawning remix contest. Whew, I already thought I didn't bring my charger with me. This would have meant to walk back home, get it back here, just to get some work done on a Sunday. Who doesn't love work on a Sunday? I don't even remember the last day I had free. I think it's now probably 2 weeks or even more than 2 weeks that I'm straight in the studio without one day where I didn't work. But I still feel good, still fun, no problem. The top 5 tracks are of course not the top 5 winning tracks that I decided. These are the top 5s that you decided. These are the top 5s with the most votes. You had the entire time to vote for your favorite tracks, and I thought about doing just a special track submit. Place number 5 is by Klaus, or Klaus if you pronounce it the German way. I don't know if I should pronounce it English or German, but yeah. Place number 5, congratulations, that's really nice. I think 220 or 200, wait, let me check. Yeah, we had 233 artist submissions. We had 1,700 something downloads of the stems. I'm really wondering what happened with the other people that didn't submit the remix. You have to believe more in yourself. If you have started a remix, just why not submit it? Nothing can happen. I just have to listen to more tracks probably. And almost 1,000 people voted for the remixes. So let's just hit play on the Klaus or Klaus remix. Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool track. I like it. It has its own style. So really a nice remix. It's always fascinating for myself to hear parts of my own track in something else, and having over 200 of them to go through and hear 200 different versions of the same base material is very interesting for me. And it's a big honor that you guys took your valuable time to work on one of my tracks that you like it so much that you really spent the time and effort to come up with something nice. Klaus, thanks a lot for sending this track out. I can definitely understand that you got so much votes. It's a nice track with a cool vibe. Now let's just continue with number 4. Oh, that's cool. That's definitely a cool track, Daniel. I like the vibe. It's an EDM track, but with progressive elements. It doesn't sound like the very annoying big room kind of sound that is just kick and a synthy. It's really nice. I like the build-ups, they are really good. They really have a nice climax. I especially love the vocal editing. He layered the vocals and shifted them a bit around, which makes them a whole lot more interesting. And to be honest, I should have done it in the original. That really adds a lot to the vocals. Yeah, and the track has just a whole lot of energy and a good vibe, not just stupid energy. So let's see what number 3 has to offer for us. It's a remix by Cody Maynard. I love that chord sound. It's amazing. It's a nice progressive chord house that is now more and more used also in deep house. Really nice remix. This chord sound definitely my favorite, and it had a creative usage of pitched vocals, so also definitely a cool approach and a nice remix. You know, I always say that you learn the most how to make music by just listening to music. If you hear a technique or an approach or a solution to something, you can kind of adapt it for your music. And now that I've listened to those 3 and also a whole lot of other remixes in the past couple of weeks, it taught me a lot about my own music, about my own style. The next remix is by Wavio. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct. And let's just hit play and see what we will get. Cool sound. That's a cool track. It's complete, it's creative, it's a tropical house, very Caribbean vibey track. I like the melody, I like the chords, the treatment of the samples of the vocals is cool, the drum rolls, the build-ups, everything nice. So really a solid track. I'd say so far the best. Definitely deserved number 2. Before we get to the first place, the winner of the voting system, the person you guys voted for, I have actually to take care of a couple of business phone calls. Yes, even on Sunday. That's just how the music business is working. One of the phone calls was the guy that wanted me to make a remix for him. He sent me the stems. I started working on it. As you can see, it's already quite advanced. I had what I would call a run today, just 4 or 5 hours, and I have here 26 tracks, but I also had really good samples to start with, really good stems. So maybe just tomorrow and I will be all done with it. The track is of course not mixed. I just have like the musical ideas here and a rough arrangement. But now let's just get to the number 1 spot, the track that you guys like the most. Congratulations to Dennis James Matthew. He got most of the votes. Most of the other people that voted liked his track best. So congrats, that's already a huge achievement to stick out of 230 something tracks. yes, again, congratulations to all 5 with the most votes. You definitely deserved it to be up there. I will now try and check over the next 1 or 2 weeks all of the other tracks. I would probably narrow them down to the best 20, 30, then check them again a bit closer, narrow it down to 10, maybe to 5, and then pick a final winner. Just a ranking based on your votes. And it has one big flaw that you can fake it. You can ask for votes, and the earlier you submitted your remix, the longer it had time to get votes. So if you're not among the top 5 or 10, don't worry. It's really at the end up to me to decide which track will win, and I would pick the one that I consider the best. So can't wait. This was already a whole lot of fun, but now it's actually already 4 something, and I think it's just time to call it the day. Even I need at least a tiny bit off, maybe 2-3 hours. The sun is shining. It's an amazing day. It's actually the first time this year I'm sitting with a t-shirt in my studio and I'm not freezing. That's so nice. Usually I leave the studio and I'm saying it's dark, it's raining, that's it. But today not. Today it's nice.